In this video, we're going to make the dimension drawing of the circular spacer that you see in front of you. We have a front view, a right view, and an isometric view. So let's begin by starting with the part here. We'll go File, New. We'll choose our template, Create, and quickly fill this out. So we'll just go circular spacer, all caps, circular spacer, all caps, period, a date, and then your real last name. Actually, we'll go first name, last name, and OK. We'll hit base to put in a base view. This is the orientation we want. It's a little small, so we'll go up to a half. We'll drag it over here, move to the right, left click, move up to the upper right, left click, right click, OK. And let's move the isometric view into the center here, turn on shading, and we can start here. If we go back to the dimension drawing, you can see there are a lot of things that are marking the circles. We have this big cross here, we have the cross here, and those are known as center marks. And there's an automated way to do that I want to show you. So let's do that first. To begin dimensioning the front view, we're going to right-click on Automated Center Lines, and we will see that circular patterned features are chosen and the default hole features are chosen. And if we hit OK, it looks for things that are circles and that are in the form of a circle, and it will automatically put these the correct symbols there, the center marks, on each of the individual lines, and it will give us this nice circle here, which tells us how far away these circles are from the center of the part. And so, as you can see here, what we might do next is extend these center marks so that we can dimension this 120 degree here. So we can come here and we can pull this out like so, and then we can come to dimension here to here and pull up. So there's our 120, and let's go ahead and place the leader lines to each of the circles. So the circles that we were just talking about are 5 inches away from the center. This center hole here is 2 inches, and each one of the little circles is 1 inch. So let's go ahead and do that. So come here, and then each one of these are 1 inch. And I'm going to come up here and write TYP for typical, so that I only have to dimension one and it's clear that the other two are the same. And there's one more, which is the center hole here, so the one there. So we can come here and pull out like that. So we want those leader lines to be as close to 45 degrees as possible. This one, not quite 45 degrees, but it's adequate. So let's see if that matches what we needed to do there. Not quite. You can see that the lines here extend outward. So let's go ahead and do that. Whoops. Okay, we're in dimension mode there. So I can pull this out, I can pull this down. And now we have that, and if we compare that to this, I think we're okay. Alright, so now we can come over to the right view, and that one is unfortunately pretty thin, but it's not that big a deal. We can use the scroll wheel to get as big as we want. And let's go ahead and dimension the diameter of it on the right here. So I'm going to zoom up and come here and grab there to there and pull out. Whoops. We'll go from there. So these green dots, they can sometimes give you what you don't want if you click on them. So I tend to click away from them. And so I'm going to do that here, and I can zoom back out so I can see what's going on. So the next thing I want to do is, how about the front here, this front elevated area, that is 2.75. So let's go ahead and do that. So from here to here, I'm going to pull out, there we go, 2.75. And now I think I need the depth dimensions, 0.25 up there and 0.50 down there. Let's do that. No use in squinting to see what is going on, so let's just zoom up, and maybe yeah, we're so close that it seems far away, but it's not really. So there we go. Now in this one, on the one on the bottom, what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise this up just a little bit so I don't run out of room down here when I put the 0.5 across from here to here when I come down. And you can see it's going to the right, which, you know, may be okay. What I'd like to do is match what it looks like here. So the way to do that, you have to right click OK, and then you can move it around some. And let me make sure I'm at the right distance away. So we have that, and we are almost there. So I think all the numerical dimensions are there. So we have the depth 0.50, 0.25, and then the diameters at 2.75 and 7.0. There's some extra lines in here, which you can see right here and here, and those can be made using this tool, which is Center Line Bisector, and that's going to tell us the center line of those holes, and that may be useful down the road if we need to dimension to the center of those holes down the road. So let's go ahead and make them like that. So that should be matching to this one, and I think it does. So I am going to save this file, and if I want to export that to PDF, which I most probably will, I can go to File, Export to PDF. It'll go into your project folder with the same name, and then you can use that to transfer this drawing. Thanks for watching.